This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's like my little homeboy Diddy. Y'all hear me talk about him in my song when I say Diddy died in my arms. Like, he was coming out of that alley, coming from seeing me over my mom's crib. And he got right here, and the car pulled up right here, and they shot him in the temple, and he fell right here. So somebody ran around the corner and told us I was probably the third one here. So then I picked him up and held him in my arms. Like, they called the ambulance. About 10 minutes later, ambulance didn't show. About 50 people out here. About 20 minutes later, ambulance didn't show. About 100 people out here standing around with him in my arms. I'm just trying to get him, like, not to close his eyes, you know what I mean? But still, I'm looking at the hole in his temple where he got shot at, you know what I mean? So it's like, and then by the time they came, it was kind of too late for it, you know what I mean? So when you hear me talking about my little homeboy Diddy, this right here on Fern Grant, like, this hill right here, his body was slumped on this hill right here, like, and I'm laying down with him in my lap, like, you know what I mean? So rest in peace to my nigga Diddy. Hey, like what you're seeing right now, like behind me, like this is like, this shit dates all the way back 25, 26 years ago, like Adelaide and Redbud, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been rocking this shit for the longest, like, and this my man right here, 04, one of the originators, like, he was 15 years old when we jumped this shit off, but the boy was going so hard. I'm talking about that's all he knows is foundation on up, like the lives lost, the money that's made, the people that's incarcerated, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let them talk though.
Legendary grounds, you know what I'm saying? Adelaide and Redbud, you know what I'm saying? Right over here across the street over here on Fern Grant, you know, we lost a homeboy, Diddy, 1992.
Hey.
You know, and it was very detrimental to our community, you know what I'm saying? It messed up a lot of us, for real. Then right around this corner right here, lost a homeboy, Scary Terry, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P., that was 1991. And you know, I got a lot of youngsters behind me that was kids back then that's now they involved in this thing. And they got people behind them that's involved in it now, and it's generational, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, a nigga like me, I'm an Adabud, man, you know what I'm saying? I grew up on West Florissant, you know what I'm saying? I always played Adelaide, I always played the Bud. The park, that's what united us, the park, where everybody agreed, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We played basketball and shit, got free lunches and shit.
Right.
Yeah, you know, the CP. But yeah, just real shit, man, Black, you know, we go back, way back, man, you know what I'm saying, when getting money first started. Before that, you know what I'm saying, when motherfuckers was throwing their hands, going to the animal house, putting it down, you know, getting beat up, and then come back and whoop some ass the next week. You know, we was really living that life, man. This is a real story right here, and definitely wanted to get documented right.
What's up, right? This your boy, just Bleezy, right? Representing STL. I'm on the north side with some of my family, like, you know what I'm saying, Adelaide, West Florissant, and a few visitors, you know what I mean, from other sets. But this started off as a gang movement, but this a love movement. Like, this right here is part 4 to part 3 on the episodes that you're gonna see. You see me do it in my Porsche, you see me do it in my Benz, you see me do it in my Camaro. Now look at the bus stop. We're on a bus stop, like, this flat out, this is the lowest it get in public transportation. Like, when I did it in a Porsche, I represented for the, you know, kind of like the upper middle class people that I met in prison, and some of the people out here who getting that real money, like that $100,000 money. When I did it in the Benz, I did it for, you know, some of my millionaire niggas who get some of that $1 million money, you know what I'm saying? And then when I did it in the Porsche, I did it for the fast life niggas, like, who just mixed up getting all kind of money and just going through all kind of shit. But in the fast lane, I'm in that motherfucking double SS with the Camaro engine in it, you know what I mean? Like 6 speed. Y'all caught me doing 150, you know what I mean? But right now, we dumbing it all the way down for my flat-footed niggas in the world, like, in lower class. Like, I'm not gonna really say lower class America. I'm gonna say the niggas at the bottom of the bracket in each class. In all these classes, you got niggas in each levels. You got niggas on lower class. These niggas play the role on the lower class. Like, I'm a $1 million nigga, right? And I'm still in lower class America. This is why I claim my house ain't cost no $1 million. I got a nice 6,000 square foot joint. I own some nice luxury vehicles, and I still come to the hood. Like, you got a lot of niggas that keep it, that talk that gutter talk and all that I'm hood talk. We don't never even gotta talk that shit because we live it. What's understood ain't never gotta be said. You understand what I'm saying? When you see us in all black right now, what we represent for is like the niggas who ain't here. Like when I say niggas, like I told y'all in all the other episodes, I'm not talking about black. I'm talking about niggas who live and die for what the fuck they believe in. I don't give a fuck if you white, black, Chinese, Hispanic, German, cause I fuck with all races. Like, it wasn't no black dude that helped me get my $1 million over here, but it was a black nigga in a come up and me getting it. You understand what I'm saying? And like I'm saying, let me go back to like what I mean when I say lower class America. I'm talking about like, you know, you got niggas in life, right? Who don't give a fuck about getting rich, who don't give a fuck about getting famous, only give a fuck about their position. You know what I'm saying? Like in this bunch right now, you got some riding ass niggas. They don't give a fuck about getting on stage. They don't give a fuck about getting on camera. But you know what? They give a fuck about me. You understand? And they give a fuck about me making it. In the road that they play in that, it may be a flat-footed, grounded road. Like, nigga gotta stay on the lot with the chopper, or nigga gotta comb the neighborhood and risk his life for it. But if that's what he do, you understand? If that's what that nigga do and that's that nigga bracket, then that nigga supersede that bracket. Like, you know what I'm saying? We doing this to let niggas know whatever bracket you in, like you gotta go hard in that bracket. Like when I was in jail, my experience was that I was locked up with all caliber of people, rich niggas, poor niggas, all kind of niggas. And like we say, like this episode 4, you know what I mean, in real life, on both sides of the pen. When I say both sides of the pen, I'm talking about niggas that's incarcerated in the streets right now. I'm not talking about niggas who get the judicial time and gotta go get your freedom handcuffed and all that shit. I'm talking about it's so many people in America right now that's incarcerated and they don't even motherfucking know it. But these is for the people who can understand and recognize that, hey, you incarcerated in a prison out here with your freedom. And it ain't that you can't supersede, it's not that you can't excel about the situation, it's that you gotta understand what your situation is. Like, what that man do, and what that man do, and what that other man do, that ain't what I do. I do what I do. You understand what I'm saying? And I do what I'm doing on a superior level, to the top of my rank. And that's what make me the OG that I am. Cause I do reach out, and I do give back. Like, even in jail, when we gave away 1,000 motherfucking turkeys, the stipulation to giving away the turkeys is that you had to have somebody that's in prison. Hey, look at the bus, hold up. She say, fuck that.
All the niggas ain't getting notified.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that, I ain't getting
Right, she didn't even pause, you understand what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, like, it's like, when we represent the niggas that we represent, like, we doing this to show you motivation to represent the niggas that you represent. Like, I'm from LA to West Florida, you know what I'm saying? I lived in the port of Colombia, in Mexico, that was so motherfucking vicious. Motherfuckers come and threaten me every day, but you know what I told them? Man, where that money at? I don't give a fuck about all this shit. I'm a loyal nigga, I'm an honest nigga. We want the motherfucking drugs. That's what we want. All that old threatening shit you doing, I got a group of niggas that I can threaten your ass with too. So once I established that and we got the money ball rolling, millions was made doing what we doing. Like, but I never would have thought a nigga like me from LA to West Florida would be sitting in the center of a part of Mexico where dope is being made. You understand? Well, I'm actually looking at the shit being made, like looking at the shit being stamped, like looking at the weed, not in no little motherfucking brick bundles. I'm talking about in big ass, like what you would feed a herd of cows with hay bundles. You understand what I'm saying? And like, and then what I did in music, like the shit that I did in music is legendary. Nobody never did that shit. Like when I brought 350 DJs to the city, 50 of them was from out the country, paying homage. Or the stars that I done brought over here, like Rick Ross, Jules Santana, Jim Jones, like Wale, the niggas that done been to my mama house and sat at her dinner table and ate dinner without the motherfucking cameras. Cause when I'm fucking with a nigga, I don't even allow no motherfucking cameras to be around. Cause this quality time, this ain't no motherfucking, you can go through Jim Jones shit, he got a gang of quality time shit with just me and him shooting. Where he bought his shit out, never will I do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So the whole more to this last episode that we doing, like real life on both sides of the boards, is like really strictly motivation. But we doing this shit right here flat-footed to let you know we represent all brackets of life. Like, we rich within ourselves. Like, we rich because we got each other. Like, of course that money helps, and but that money don't make us, my nigga. Like, that money makes certain niggas. Like, they gotta have that money, you know what I'm saying? But what we got is power, my nigga. Like, it ain't nothing that we can't do. Like, it ain't nothing that we won't do for each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was talking to one of my niggas right here, like, and I mean, like, when I'm sitting next to a nigga that, my nigga 04, like, I'm sitting next to a nigga who can tell my life story, who remember everything about me from the time I started hustling to the time I made my first 1,000, my first 10,000, to the time I walked in his room and saw 60 pair of motherfucking tennis shoes in the box. Like, damn, but me and him standing on the corner for 7 days a week, the same motherfucking clothes, the same motherfucking shoes on, but when we decided to get fresh, we motivated on each other to get fresh. But one thing for sure, we had some bread in our pocket and we done had some love. And for most of all, I'm doing this shit flat-footed, bus stop style. When it comes to public transportation, it gets no lower than the motherfucking bus. Like, in St. Louis, that's what we ride the bus. We got trains, all that shit new. This is the bus stop. Like, I'm talking about 50 cents, 35 cents for each nigga to catch the public transportation and go from one side to another. This ain't no Porsche, this ain't no Benz, this ain't no Bentley, this ain't no Camaro, this ain't none of that fly shit that I own. This is the motherfucking bus stop. So, we represent for the niggas who ain't here. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all watching this shit right now, right? Y'all got a nigga that died for y'all, and y'all got a female who risked her life for you, whether they doing 30 years in jail or they dead, you gotta pay them some homage, man. You know what I'm saying? Because for real, that could have been you. You know what I'm saying? But it was that person who risked their life for you to have yours. So you gotta show them something. So while you out there kicking it with them bitches in the club, buying Moet bottles and taking these bitches to buy Giuseppe's and True Religions and all that shit, hey, go to the families of some of your loved ones, right? Break them off a couple $100 or something. Take them kids shopping or something. Just acknowledge them on the fact, like, where they could be living peacefully in their grave about what they doing and what they done contributed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of...
It's been this way in the hustle city for decades. And there's no sign that the bloodshed is slowing.
Well, the gang activity in St. Louis is fluid, and you might say it's just as fluid as the Mississippi River we're located next to. It's a situation that's constantly changing and constantly evolving. The gangs are always lethal. You should never, ever play them cheap.
Like the nigga in this circle, my nigga Dream, this nigga went beyond my expectations of what I thought a homie from the hood would do as far as holding a nigga down.
R.I.P. Double.
R.I.P. C4. R.I.P. Fun G.
R.I.P. Bleezy, Lil One Fat Fat.
Rest in peace, Dre.
Free Jermaine, Vale, and Creek.
R.I.P. Love you,
R.I.P. B-Lay, bro.
R.I.P. Love.
Free my nigga Short Dog T.
Rest in peace of my big cuz, Lil nigga. Love you, boy.
Free Rollo.
R.I.P. D-Man, Free Rollo.
R.I.P. Dabo, Double D-Man, Lil Win Bleezy, all the R.I.P.
I'd like to give a shout out to Nolo.
I send a blue rose out, man, to all the fallen soldiers, man. The ones that's locked up doing time, our political prisoners, man. We love y'all, man. Keep y'all head up. We sending that blue rose out to you.
He done came back in.
R.I.P. to C4, baby.
Oh, you in this white car?
Man, free True, free Vito.
Ass over here.
What's up? Look, K.
What's up, man? Come on,
R.I.P. Albert.
You motherfucking magic, nigga. R.I.P. Albert.
Okay, all right.
Free my nigga Fresh, you know what I'm saying? So on, so on. You know what I mean?
King Red Bird, original, my nigga. R.I.P. Double, R.I.P. C4.
C4, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Lil G, Randy, you talking about way back, talking about real shit. My nigga, free Fat Daddy, free JR, free Pete, nigga, free No Sense. Real shit, watch.
Kid.
Fast dog, man. Free my nigga.
Run it down fast.
Free my nigga Tommy Tay, man. R.I.P. S. Loke and Rich Loke, man. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the whole community, man. From the babies to the OGs, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is a community that you're gonna have to deal with. You know, I promise you're gonna have to deal with us, man. Even when you try to, blackball us, we coming through. Guys like Bleezy and guys like King, you know what I'm saying? They doing it good, man. So shout out to the whole turf, man.
And Free T, Reezy, Fat Al, goddamn me, the squad. I'm talking about Zilla, nigga. We still out here.
Hey, we loved by few, hated by many, but we respected by all, homie. Truths never stop.
Worldwide with it. Worldwide with it, baby.
Worldwide with it.
Shout out to my grandma, you know, just raising us. Took care of all of us, goddamn it. R.P. Bam, Fat Shelter, Day-Bo, D-Man, Bud, Morgan, everybody that's dead and gone, you heard me? Solana, Monica, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that's dead and gone that we was raised with, you know what I'm saying? Jimmy True, watch out for that mixtape, man. That's right.
St. Louis, gateway to the West, and home to thousands of gangbangers.
Our area is more dangerous because the poverty level is so high. The shootings, the murders, the gang activity, I mean, that all goes with that. People get hurt.
It's a Derry Boathouse right here, man. This is where we all come from, man. It's a community of Adelaide and Redbud, man, the Old Fountain Park area, man. I remember back in the days, we took a picture right there, you know, when he first came out with the Just Black album, man, and the Budweiser album, man. We was doing this thing, man. So it's love right here, you know, it's legendary, man. We family orientated, man, and we love what we do, man. It's an OPAC thing, 24 OPAC, man. You know what I'm saying? A community thing, man. And we here to stay, and we here to progress. You know what I'm saying? We came a long way. You know what I'm saying? These dudes right here, we family. Everybody is family, man. We love each other, man. So you gonna see more of us. You seen us in the past, you gonna see us in the future. You know what I'm saying? So be looking out. We glad that our man's Just Black home, man. Shout out to Budweiser, he'll be home soon. Shout out to all the ones that's doing their thing, man. MC King, me, Mr. Benefactor, Lil Pac, and Fats, and a few more, man. We coming, man. So be looking out for us. And it's love, 100.
Yeah.